It's really stressed me out. And like, I'm like just living on edge right now. Like if my phone rings and it's a number I don't recognize, I'm scared. I am being pushed out of this space, out of the thing that I love, by men who have decided that a woman talking about this history or race in America needs to be brutally punished and killed for it. Like, I don't care what side you vote for or how you see yourself politically. This is insane. Hi, I'm Danielle Romero. Thank you so much for being with me here on my channel. For the past 3.5 years, we've been talking about American identity and family stories. And I haven't really been sure how to sit down and record this video. I wrote down some notes. Yeah, so my phone is ringing at like 3 a.m. A couple days ago. And this like unknown number was calling me over and over again. And this person started like leaving me voicemails and stuff. I don't know how they got my private information. And over the past 6 months, I've had multiple, like a bunch of different men trying to contact me and tell me that they're going to find me, they're going to rape me, they're going to rape me to death, they're going to murder me, they're going to punish me. Like for what, you might ask? Sharing records, going to the Library of Congress website. The men that I've been dealing with, and there's always, they just like more and more all the time, have scared me so bad. I don't feel like it's safe to be this public on this platform anymore, especially as a woman. So this is my last YouTube video on here. And I'm going to explain to you what's going to happen in my channel and where you'll be able to find me and how that will work. If you're new here and this is your first video, I want to just explain to you what my channel has been so you can understand just how insane the situation is. I'm a historian. I have a degree in history. I have my master's degree in education. I've been doing my family genealogy on my own for 24 years. I've just tried to teach myself so I could understand my family better. And I'm so passionate about it. I'm so passionate about you finding your family. And so what I do on this channel as a historian, I love primary sources. I love documents. So we look at real census records. We look at birth certificates. We look at just all kinds of stuff. We go to the National Archives together a lot on here. I want to show people how your ancestors were classified, how the classifications changed, how our families navigated a country where the rules kept changing on who you were seen as and what that meant. Like that's my whole channel. We are looking at old papers and documents and pictures. And I want you to find your family. I want you to find your family's story. When some of you have been with me since the beginning, 3.5 years ago, you've sent me your own family stories. You found ancestors. You've started to understand who you are, where you come from, why your grandma wouldn't talk about certain things. And that is the work that I love. I'm so passionate about it. But apparently some men have decided that a woman doing this work needs to be severely punished for it, actually killed for it, brutally killed for it. I want to talk with you a little bit about these issues because it didn't start with death threats. Like I said, for the past 6 months in particular, the comments have gotten really bad. And so I was getting a lot of slurs and stuff, and I thought about just like dropping because of that. And I ended up having my friend Jason jump on as a moderator to kind of like take that burden off of me. And it was really awesome. But at some point, it stopped being just like random weird comments and it started getting like really specific. I was getting really specific messages, like I said, people calling me, multiple different random men finding my number, leaving me voicemails, harassing me, and darker comments about people threatening to murder me and like rape me to death. And now I'm sure I'm not allowed to say this stuff on YouTube, but I mean, this is the reality. This is what I'm dealing with. It's really stressed me out. And like, I'm like just living on edge right now. Like if my phone rings and it's a number I don't recognize, I'm scared. I'm scared that it's another person that's like trying to come after me. And I was in the kitchen the other day making my kids lunch. It's just like, and my phone rang. And I was like so jumpy and scared. I was like, how the heck did this happen? How does teaching American history or ancestry, genealogy stuff, how does it lead to this kind of a situation? And, you know, as a woman, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about, but like I have to keep so many folders on my computer of different men that are threatening me or scaring me so I can have all the information on them just in case. And it's like, I don't want to live like that anymore. I don't want to do that anymore. This platform is making a bunch of money off my content, and yet there's like no parameters on anything. There's no it just doesn't matter, right? So this is going to be my last YouTube video. What I had wanted to do was like, you know, slowly migrate over to Patreon and stuff, but it looks like I'm just gonna have to do that right now 100% because this has just gotten really out of control. And I mean, this is not a business decision either. It's not like, oh, this is a great business decision. I am being pushed out of this space, out of my, I feel like my calling, the thing that I love, by men who have decided that a woman talking about this history or race in America needs to be brutally punished and killed for it. Like, I don't care what side you vote for or how you see yourself politically. This is insane. And if you watched my content, you know, like I have never said a negative thing about any group ever. That's not my perspective. That's not the way I teach. But this is like a terrifying, brave new world, right? And the other thing is I don't think I can have my content just on YouTube anymore either. I get comments on old videos too that's out there. So I have to figure this out. But I think what I'm going to do is set all of my videos to members only and make the tier like $1 a month. So, and I'm sorry if you're not able to access stuff behind the paywall, but I hope you can understand that it's for me to protect me so that my stuff isn't public, and I can have some control over who's interacting with the content. And it just sucks. I want to tell you something I realized last night too. So my great-grandma Lola, I've spent 24 years trying to understand why she had to hide a part of herself from our family and say she's French and hide all this other stuff. And I have gone through so many emotions over the years as I've interviewed family and uncovered more information. I've felt angry at her. I have felt frustrated. I have felt like, how could she do this to our family? How could that happen? I wish I had grown up knowing more of our culture, more of this, that, or the other thing. And last night, I was just thinking, you know, Lola was a mother. She had 8 kids, and my grandmother being one of them. And I realized that in 1930s, she had to look at the world, look at her children, and make a calculation. She knew what being super visible, being a woman of color, married to a white man already, this is illegal, right? Has 8 children with them, moves to New York, what it would cost the family for her to just be fully visible out there. And I think she understood what it meant to be seen as the wrong thing, the wrong time, in the wrong place. And she decided that her family's safety, her children's well-being mattered more than being totally visible. So Lola had to let that part of herself be quieted so her kids could move through the world easier. And I used to think, man, like she just gave up, you know. But I don't think that now. I think Lola had to choose between being visible and being safe. That was in the 1930s, okay? Like less than 100 years later. And I feel like I'm being faced with that same choice. It's not okay. I don't agree with it. That shouldn't be what it is, but it is what it is, you know. I do need to choose my family's safety over being in public, being on this platform. And so I'm going to keep doing the work that I love for as long as I can do it. And I'm going to be speaking I got sponsored by the New York Genealogy and Biographical Society. I'm going to be doing that on Valentine's Day. I posted information about that on Patreon, and I have other stuff I'm going to be doing, digital talks and things. But I need to make a change. I know my work's not done, I hope, and I hope that I'll see you over at Patreon. But if I don't, it's okay, because either way, I know that you showed up. We got to create a community and care about this part of American history together, and you've made it better than it ever could have been if I had just continued to do this work alone in my room on my computer. And I'm so grateful for you. I hope that you'll keep doing the work on your family as well. You'll know where to find me. I'll leave a link to the Patreon sign up in the description, and I'd love to see you there. And hopefully we'll talk soon.